Line dancing gets like the stereotype that it's country music. Yeah, but line dancing actually never originated as a country lifestyle thing.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Sav Social 912 podcast. I'm here with Morgan Donaldson, who is the founder of Step South, and we're going to talk a little bit about line dancing and kind of the social scene of Savannah.
Yeah.
So I think to tee things off, though, I see a lot of your content. I love like everything that you do, from like line dancing lessons to what you're putting out on social media. So why don't you give me and the viewers just kind of like a backstory about who you are and how you ended up in Savannah, or like how you got into this crazy situation.
Okay. I'll try to make it like short and sweet. I tend to ramble.
That's all right.
So I, oddly enough, went to SCAD. That's how I ended up in Savannah. So I came here. I've been here for, I guess, maybe like 15 or so years, showing my age.
Yeah. Wait, when did you graduate?
I graduated SCAD in 2013.
Okay. I was 2014.
Oh my gosh, that's so
probably had it. We probably saw it.
SCAD too.
Yeah. So we probably had a crossover.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we probably did.
I had a house party or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Anyway, so
exactly.
What did you study?
So I studied fashion marketing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I started with fashion, went over to fashion marketing. I could not draw a croquis. Fashion people know what a croquis is. I couldn't draw a croquis to save my life. So I was like, we're going to switch gears a little bit. So that's kind of where I landed into marketing, and my love for marketing. I ended up interning at Puma in Boston for a short stint.
Oh my goodness.
And then started my master's in graphic design at SCAD, and then fell into real estate. My life's really just been like a crazy,
It sounds like
random.
You're a hustler.
Yeah, I guess so. I got into real estate obviously for the money. And I did do real estate for 10 years. Last year is actually when I put my license in referral. So like I still have it, and I can refer clients. I still have people that'll reach out, and I'll just refer them to one of my good friends here, Ansley, that sells real estate. So I guess that's like the quick like backstory of me. And then
I'm sure there's so much more to it than just that.
I'm just trying to like, all right,
so you landed in Savannah for school, and then you were able to kind of like, I think any good entrepreneur is kind of multifaceted in that way too.
Yeah, like I just saw like the opportunities that I would have with my degree. Not really, they all had like a glass ceiling.
Yes.
Right. And I was like, I just don't know if I want to be like in a box of what I can do. And
well, also it's very hard to find a fashion marketing job that's not like somewhat corporate.
yes.
So I definitely think
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I loved working at Puma. It was an internship for like 3 or 4 months there, and I absolutely loved living in Boston, loved working there. I think I would have stayed if they had a permanent position. They didn't. So then I came back down here and started my master's.
It's good to miss the snow.
Yeah. It was, I was up there for like one blizzard and was like, yeah, I'm from South Georgia. Yeah, I am not used to this. So it was definitely shell shock for me. It was good to come back here. So yeah, like I said, I came back to Savannah after that, started my master's in graphic design at SCAD as well, but then quickly was like, I am just like burning money on school. I need to like start making money.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's when I got into real estate. So,
well, good for you for being able to like pivot and, be
very random pivot, but yes. Yeah. I don't even know what like sparked in my mind to do it, but I did. And I was with Teresa Cowart's team. Everyone in Savannah knows her, and they're like the top team. I still love her and love that whole team, but I was with her for, I guess, like 8 years, and then was on my own for about 2. And that's kind of when Step South and things started developing. And
so I'm very interested to now know like where line dancing fell into all of this. So is this something you were doing since you were young?
No.
Or did you like fall into it?
I've been an athlete my whole life. I played soccer in college, but I also did dance line all through high school, and like I was a cheerleader in like middle school and like maybe the first bit of high school. But line dancing did not happen until my sister, she would move here every summer and do some internships herself so we could like hang out. She was at Saddlebags one summer, and I think this was the year, I think it was 2022. Yes, because I think I've been dancing
so we're
for
like
3 years now.
post-COVID.
Yeah, post-COVID. So this was like 2022, and my sister was like, you need to come to Saddlebags because they line dance. And I was like, I went there in college. They do not line dance. She was like, no, they do. So my sister actually like convinced me to go one night, and like the rest is history.
Wow.
Yeah, I just would go to Saddlebags like every weekend and danced for months and months, and then took like my first like line dancing trip, I guess, with some friends to a bar in Jacksonville called Vivid Dance Hall. and I saw like a completely different like
Yes.
side of line dancing, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Me and my friend picked up so many dances to bring back to Saddlebags. So that's kind of like the start, I guess, of when I was
Yeah.
like, we need something else here.
Well, I think too, you brought it to like that level. Like I'll compare my experience. I went to like the Cowboy Palace in LA and saw everybody like truly line dancing and swing dancing. Or, you know, like the line dance culture is really cool once you get into it. And I feel like that moment where you like nail a sequence or like nail a dance, and then you go out there with everybody else, there's just like no feeling.
Oh my gosh, no, especially when I first started, like if we saw a dance, I think that when we were at Vivid, like for that first trip, my phone was full of like notes of what like dances I needed to learn.
Yes.
And then like going home and like YouTubing the tutorial, learning it, and then doing it like at Saddlebags or whatever. Like it's such a cool feeling. And some of those dances, I thought they were the hardest dances ever. And like as a beginner, they definitely were. Looking back now, I'm like, oh, those were nothing compared to the dances I do now. But like, yeah, as a beginner, it was like such an accomplishment to learn this like hard dance that was hard to me. And to a lot of people that are just starting out, yeah, like it's hard to pick up some of these dances, and it's such an accomplishment. Like you go out there, you dance it on the floor, and it's just like so cool, like with your friends. Like it's just such a cool feeling. It's almost like you're performing in a way, like
Totally.
and I think that's like kind of what gives you the adrenaline and stuff. So
Agree. And I will say, Morgan, I know we're just getting to know each other, but I have a huge confession.
What?
I actually am not good at dancing. I like don't know how to dance very well. Like you see me at a club, I'm wiggling against something or someone. And I'll say that like once I started learning how to line dance, like I made a New Year's resolution a few years ago, being like, this is the year I want to learn how to dance. And I tried like a few different types of dancing, but then I got into line dancing through a mutual friend that we have. And I just felt like it unlocked something where like once you learn a few of the moves and how they can all kind of like combine together, like you don't have to do a true line dance, but it can kind of like go to different songs. There's a lot of, it kind of gave me that structure I needed.
Yes. Yeah. Honestly, like the more you line dance, the more you'll realize they're all pretty much the same moves, just in different sequences. Yeah. Now, like some harder dances will definitely have some footwork that I had never seen before, but like, coaster steps, grapevine, sailor steps, like rocker covers, rocking chairs, like all those are kind of in like every dance. And if you know like the basics of like some of these like step names and terms, then you're more than likely going to pick up the dances easier because they are very repetitive.
Definitely.
So
lots of jazz squares.
Yeah, it's like a jazz box. That's in like so many dances. Grapevines, yes, like definitely. I think the classes that I taught, if you've been to more than one of my classes or step dance with us at District Live, you probably at this point know like what a coaster step is, sailor step, because we do them in like every single dance that we teach. So,
So why don't you just give me a little bit of like context to how you got linked up with Step South and what those events are like? Because I see them all over social media and I'm always like, okay, the next Friday, I'm going to go check it out. But there's like hundreds of people.
Yeah. I mean, we average like anywhere from like 2 to 250 on any given night. St. Patrick's Day weekend, that Saturday, I think it was the 14th, whatever that Saturday was before St. Patrick's Day, we had 350. It was absolutely packed. Like,
and is that like intimidating for you, or are you like used to it by now?
I mean, I'm used to it. I definitely, I think the first time that I ever taught at District Live, like when we opened, like the first like opening night, I guess it was January, sometime at the end of January this year. And I walked out on the stage. I was like, this is a much bigger crowd than like the place that we used to dance. Yeah. And also I'm up on this giant stage, like there's lights, like this is like a full-on production, and oh my gosh. But I also love it. Like I don't know that I was like made to do this, but I do very well at it, I guess. Like, I'm very type A. I'm very much a perfectionist. So like if I'm teaching, like I'm going to make sure that like I'm doing it correctly and I'm doing it, so that people can get it easily, and that everyone, if you're able to pick up the dance, if I look out in the crowd and everyone is picking it up, that's successful to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was nerve-wracking the first night maybe, but ever since then, it's just kind of been like clockwork.
Yeah. I mean, luckily you're like facing away from the crowd.
Honestly, that's most of it. Like I do like talk a good bit at the beginning about like, stuff with our next dates coming up, and like, kind of like promo, I guess, kind of things that we do with Plant Riverside. But other than that, yes, I'm like my back is to them the whole time, so I don't really have to look at them the whole time, which I guess is actually maybe a good point. So
Yeah, it's semi-helpful. So with that being said, are there any events we should look out for with y'all this summer? I know we're like in June right now, but
I mean, we dance every month. So we're always going to dance on either a Friday or a Saturday, always at District Live. Like we're exclusively at District Live now. And our schedule is posted on our Instagram. So we have like a highlight that says schedule, and you'll see right now we have the schedule through August. But for instance, like this upcoming Friday, we're off. So we won't be back dancing until next Friday, the 27th, I believe.
right. And are you teaching in like other cities, or are you just in Savannah?
I only teach in Savannah. We did do like a cool March Madness, like best line dancing bar in the Southeast competition on our social media. And actually the bar that won is the shirt I'm wearing, Cowboys Dance Hall in Tampa, or Largo, Florida, outside of Tampa. And so like we went there and like presented them with a flag, and we danced there for 3 nights. But I didn't teach. I was up on stage like presenting the flag. But
Very cool.
that's the only, it was very, very cool. And it got such like, there was so much hype around it that I now know I have to do it every year. But it's a lot of work, but it was well worth it. But no, I haven't ever taught at any other bars, but that's the only thing we've really done outside of Savannah.
Got
I guess
it.
you could say. Well, other than we did teach in Statesboro for like a hot minute.
Very cool.
But, yeah.
Well, I think that's very nice that Savannah has like this specialty thing, and it's great that you've been able to
exclusively here. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So let's talk a little nitty gritty about like line dancing for beginners.
Mhm.
So like I really have been encouraging a lot of my friends that line dancing events are a good like social gathering. If you want to
100%.
try something different in the dating scene, I think it'd be very romantic to meet someone at line dancing. But
Yeah.
I'm a cliche. So anyway, if somebody wants to attend one of your events or wants to like get into line dancing, do you have any suggestions like kind of on what a beginner should expect, or maybe like what would be some good dances for them to like I think you should look into dances prior to going, right? You shouldn't be like
I think it depends on your personality. It seems like you're kind of the same as me. I'm very much like
a type A perfectionist.
Yes, a type A perfectionist. So I'm like, I want to be prepared going. I would like to know 20 dances before I go.
Yes.
I'm going to stalk their Instagram to see what they're doing. That's what I would say though, actually, is if you do want to learn dances before coming, like I would do, but not everyone. Like my fiance Tucker is a great example. He would rather just show up and, go with the flow and like not really plan anything and just show up and have fun. So if you're like that, then obviously that's all you need to do is come and show up. But if you did want to learn some dances before coming, either scrolling through Step South's Instagram or my personal Instagram, because like that's all we do is post dances, and you can see usually like the dance name on there, and then you can go find a tutorial for it online. But that would be like probably the easiest thing is if you wanted to learn like, 2 or 3 dances before you came, just look at, what we've posted recently. Cause I do post a lot of dance videos on both myself and Step South's Instagram. So you can kind of see like, oh, they did this dance last week. Maybe I'll learn it.
I mean, I feel like there's some that are like reoccurring that I see all the time. I've learned like, I kind of know the slide, line dance, which was really fun.
Okay.
Slide to right. Is it not called slide?
Flex. Yeah. So there you go. We do that one at Step South, and it's usually like the fullest the dance floor is on. Like, shivers. Like those are still like.
So I had to learn shivers very early on because one of my friends loves going to the Bananas games, and they always do shivers at the end.
Yeah,
so
I can see that.
It was like you're cool if you know that dance.
Shivers. Yeah, it was definitely the dance to know for sure. And it's still around. So
yeah. But there's also like hip hop dances or like hip hop songs that y'all line dances to as well.
100%. Like honestly, line dancing gets like the stereotype that it's country music.
Yeah.
But line dancing actually never originated as a country lifestyle thing.
Interesting.
I think that because somehow people started wearing like boots and cowboy hats to go line dance. I mean, there is country line dancing and country two-step, country swing. I mean, I think that's a lot of people come to District Live for the lessons. I mean, we have like a solid group of like, I guess we'll call them like our locals or our regulars. Yeah, not
Yeah.
locals, our regulars.
Frequent.
Yeah, that we've known for forever. And I mean, they're going to be there every week. And, that little group, like we're the ones learning like really hard line dances, like advanced, like 64 count phrase line dances that like someone you're like, I just said that and you're like, I don't even know what that is. Yeah. So like there's just so many facets to like the line dancing community and culture. And I think that it's great because we're able to like have both of them at District Live. Like, we're able to have lessons and like everyone usually is out on the floor for lessons. And it, for the most part, is, a lot of people are able to pick up what we're teaching.
Yeah.
And then like certain songs, like I said, like the dance floor will be full for like Shivers, like Rude Dude, which is the church T-Pain song.
Oh yeah.
Flex, like there's so many that
Wolf,
a
I
lot
feel like
the
is
wolf,
one.
oh my god, which is fun. Yeah, which
Yeah.
is fun because like we do the wolf now to like Salt Shaker.
Oh, cool.
It's like it's actually like so great. Or we'll do it to Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Like we're doing the wolf to Kendrick
I'm
Lamar.
like, you're
it's
gonna have
phenomenal.
to teach me because
It's phenomenal, and like the whole dance floor will be full. But then also, we'll have our little groups that have went home and learned like this insanely hard line dance, and we also do those too, and people love to see that because they're like, oh my god, this is like a full on.
So what's like the hardest line dance you've learned? Or like, I'm sure you're very much like, you're not an Olympian, but
line dance, so one of the hardest line dances I think there is out there is like it's a Catalan. So Catalan, I don't even know how to say Catalan dance, but it's a form of it's like a style of line dance that's very fast, and you do a lot of like moving and spinning and kicking your feet. Like I don't even know how to explain Catalan, but it goes to Footloose, and I think it's called Holy Moly. It's like 128 counts or something.
Oh my God.
I don't know it because I don't really do Catalan style line dancing. It's very country, very
basic
West.
song's like 32, right?
Yes.
Oh
like
my
any
God.
song that I would teach on stage or any song typically that you're going to learn is 32 counts. And this one is 100. I want to say 128, might be like 164, something insane. It might even be more than that. I don't know, but it's very hard and it's very fast. The hardest line dance I probably know is recently I learned a dance called Out Out, and I don't know if you know what a samba is, but it's like a form of like a ballroom style move.
Okay.
And it's the first 8 count of the dance, I think. I could not get it, and it's a turning samba. Like it's a samba like weave turn. That's so like incorrect terms, but it's a very different type of footwork that we don't really do a lot in line dancing because it's a ballroom. Like the samba is a ballroom style of dance.
But it's kind of cool that
it goes to a Charlie XCX song, and it's so much fun. It's out like that song.
Okay.
That's also the name of the dance. That's probably the hardest one I've learned recently just because it took me forever to be able to samba. And I would mess it up like for the first like handful of times I did it like on the dance floor, I messed up the samba and I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
And I just got back into it. But probably just for that specific reason, it was like the death of me, and it was just making me so mad.
Yeah, but that's the thing too, is like, you got the moves down in your head, but then when it goes like,
like everything else, the whole rest of the song, not that bad, but like the samba, I was like, this is me now crossing over to ballroom, and I'm like, this isn't going well. So I think a lot of people struggle with it. There's a lot of people that post on TikTok about how hard it was to learn that.
That's fair.
Because of the samba.
That's fair. Yeah. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about with Step South? Like I know you have some events coming up this summer.
I mean, I would just say, definitely we have a very welcoming crowd. Like my fiance Tucker, we actually met line dancing, oddly enough. But
oh my God, how romantic!
Yeah, it was just such a like by chance, just very fate-ish type of thing. But yeah, he's always there, and he runs Step South with me. Like I couldn't do it without him.
Yeah.
And then also Jules that helps me teach. She's been right there with me since day one. But I would say come because we have such a welcoming group. Like Tucker, if he's never seen you before, he's probably gonna come up to you and talk to you. Like he's honestly like, I'm all the behind the scenes and the teacher and like, the content creator and all the stuff. But Tucker is like the make everyone feel welcome, like just scream at random people on the dance floor while we're dancing, make sure everyone like, is having a good time. Like that's what Tucker does. So honestly, anyone that comes is usually very welcomed by not only Tucker, but honestly our whole little group. So I would say like, don't feel nervous about coming. Like, yeah, we have like a little solid group of regulars, but there's always new people coming in there. And, you know, we've had people that have been dancing with us for years and some just weeks. And I think everyone has a place there and there's something for everyone there. I mean, we have people that travel to dance with us, that dance at other bars, and they'll come down and dance with us. So there's something for everybody. But yeah, I would say follow us on Instagram because, you know, everything is always posted on there. Step South, and any schedule updates, anything like that. We do theme nights a lot. Like we did
theme nights.
We did a Welcome to the Jungle night not too long ago.
Dang, count me in.
Yeah,
I love
we
it.
did something else. Oh, maybe it was just St. Patrick's Day. Obviously, everyone wore green. Yeah, it was absolutely like mayhem. There was so much fun though. But yeah, we do theme nights every now and then. We'll definitely probably do one in the next few weeks or months here, and we'll post about that. So like, you know, it's usually just like you wear a certain, like we did like a white line night a few years ago.
Cute.
So wore a white
I mean, I have to say the line dancing girl aesthetic is like fire right now.
Yeah,
it wants to be that like, you know, sexy frilly.
It's
like
it's just such a like happy accident that line dancing is so big at the same time as like the Western like style,
the fashion and
like they just both happen to like be on like the up and up at the same time, and I think it worked out perfectly. But yeah, that's what I would say is just follow Step South. You can follow me, Morgan Donaldson, and we're both like linked, you know, inextricably. Like we're very linked, but I usually post everything on Instagram, so any updates. But we would love to have people come dance.
Awesome. Well, I know
it's 18 and up too.
Fabulous.
Which is good because there's nowhere else.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like 18 less things to do. So that's very good to know. Well, I'm glad that you could kind of like take some time to talk with me and some of my listeners, because I think like it's something that seems very popular around Savannah.
So much fun.
I think if you just kind of know the do's and don'ts and what to expect.
100%. It's such a fun vibe. Like the lighting's like low and clubby. You know, we've got a full bar back there. Our 2 bartenders are phenomenal. Like we love them. And like I said, yes, 18 and up, but we've got everyone from 18-year-olds to like 50 and 60-year-olds.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's honestly.
I like the concept of line dancing where like you don't need a partner to do it.
No, gosh, no. And we're more line dancing. Like we don't do a ton of partner dancing. That's actually going to change.
Line dancing is so cool though.
Yeah. Like I said, slight like hinting at something that we haven't announced yet that's coming in the next, it'll probably be announced in the next few weeks.
So exciting.
Something fun with partner dancing that's going to come there. So it'll maybe build up that community as well.
I love that. Well, please keep us posted on your progress.
100%.
But I love what you're doing with the city. I think you're just bringing like something so fun and like connecting our community, which we need in the social scene. So
100%.
So anyway, I think that's going to wrap up our episode of Sav Social 912. If you guys want to stay tuned though, Morgan did say she would teach me a line dance. So if you're listening, you can cut off here. But if you're watching on YouTube, you can check out the next section.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks, Morgan.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, you stay social, Savannah.
I know the grapevine or well, so if you know grapevine, then a behind side cross or how it sounds. So grapevine is what out, behind, out together. Mm-hmm. This would be kind of an extension of a grapevine. It would be out, behind, out, cross. Okay. And like you can even keep going. A lot of the times, out, behind, out, cross, rock, out on the right, and then back the other way. Cross, and honestly, like they'll be really fast sometimes like this. I did teach a dance where the first is out, out, back, and then together, and then it was like go out, together, out, left, together. Yeah, that's the first 8 counts, so that's not bad. Okay. And then from here, it's, let me watch. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, we're gonna do a cross rock with our right, so rock over, and then quarter turn, right, together, left, and then just anytime, so she shake. Oh, it's like a shimmy, shake. So we're gonna end up facing front again. Yeah. Okay. And then it's a V step, up, back, back, and then a jazz box quarter turn to the right. So cross, back, back. Yep, that's it. Okay. Front, side, back, and out together, cross, and step, turn, shake, 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 jump up, jump back, and out, and pull, turn, V step, back, and jazz box, right? I messed up there too, so sorry, because she starts it so quick. Cross and step, turn, shake, 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 jump forward, jump back, step out right, full turn, V step,
and back. Jazz box. We'll keep going. Up, side, back, together, out, together, cross with the right, pull or turn, shake, shake, shake. Go up and go back, rock out and pull, turn and B, step, back, jazz box to the side. Foot goes first, so it's back with your right, meet it with your left, back forward with your right. Okay, and that's a right coaster step. So quickly, it looks like this, back, back, forward. Okay, yeah, coaster step. That's a right one and then a left one and then a left. You'll go right sailor step and left sailor step. Okay, that is a ton of dandy.